I was just here playing. I wasn't really planning on doing a journal, but I figured there's actually a couple things I can do real quick. I was just talking to Mitzi. I haven't talked to my neighbors in, again, another set of 2 weeks because I just haven't. And she wants me to buy an orange, so let's see how much. Where'd you buy oranges from? But yes, I will. How much? 2,000. Okay, that's worth it. It's worth it to get another fruit in town. I'll buy it. Here's your orange. As I say, orange, not orange. Okay, so we got our first orange. We need to plant this. I do have the perfect town thing going, but I think, at least we'll find out, obviously. But I think the way the town works is at 6 a.m. if your town is perfect, it counts it. Which means that right now if I were to cut a tree down, the town would not be perfect, and then replant that tree, the town would be perfect. As long as at 6 a.m. again, the town is perfect, it'll be okay. I'm pretty sure, I would think that would be how that would work, so we will find out to see how that works. We'll leave all those, so I guess I could plant it, here, we'll plant it here. We'll leave all these fruit trees up here. I need to buy a new axe, though. So the town is no longer perfect. If I plant this, this will be guaranteed to grow. The town is now perfect. So I scanned the e-reader cards recently. And I got my items from the cards, but then each e-reader card, in addition to being able to be scanned, has a universal code on it. Now, these codes you guys can actually use. I believe these are universal codes. This is how a lot of the universal codes got on the internet, and then they figured out how the system worked, and then they figured out how the coding system worked, and then they generated a code generator. So there's a universal code you can generate for basically any item you want, or you can generate a town-specific code for any item you want. There's some really good code generators online that actually work. If you're looking for like a specific item that you're missing or something like that, almost all of the items in the game can be done through that. I'm gonna buy a signboard. We haven't bought these yet. Since you can't place patterns on the ground, this is kind of the stand-in for that. You can place these around town, then put a pattern on them. We'll put some around to decorate for fall. I might make some Halloween patterns. This is just going to be to show off the pattern that I got from the e-reader card. I have another e-reader card that I got from one of my friends that came with it. There was like a free card. It was a cutout card that came with like Nintendo Power along. Like he got it way back in the day and he had it, but he didn't have an e-reader, so he just gave it to me like 5 or 6 years ago. And it was a e-reader card for the Triforce pattern. And I need to check at home to see if I have it. It's possible maybe I gave it back to him, but it's also possible that I'm not sure what happened to it. I wouldn't have lost it. It's either in my room or I gave it back to him. So I'll need to look to see if I have that. But the town is still perfect. I think we're getting close to, I think by the end of this week, the 15th is what I think it was. Was it the 15th or the 20th? It might have been it'd be the 20th, right? Because it was like the 5th. Yeah, so it'll be the 20th. So, yeah, we have another week, a little bit over a week. Explorer's Day is tomorrow, so we'll get an item. Unfortunately, it won't be a model, but we will be getting an item. Where am I trying to go? Where's Gaston's house? There it is. Which one is his? Is this his? There's his house. I think this one. I've erected this sign. Now I shall post a pattern. There. I think that fits Gaston very well. So this is you can do some cool things with them because you can place them next to each other and do some pattern things with them, make them as walls. I've seen people do some stuff with them before, but yeah, that's that. We'll leave that there. We'll get some more later. Nothing new in town. I did get a letter from my mom. It had no present.
My dear Mike, I recently decided to take up gardening as a hobby, except I couldn't grow anything but Brussels sprouts. I hate those things. They're like evil little cabbages. Bleh. Just a little evil. Love, Mom. So I did get that. I only found 2 fossils yesterday and 2 fossils today. I know there was one that I missed yesterday because I saw it but didn't feel like digging it up. But I don't remember where it was, and I think I might have dug it up already today. So not too much luck finding my fossils. Luckily, I've sent so many that I should still get like 3 in the mail. Either way, what I'm going to do now is get the gifts for the codes that are on the e-reader cards. So the e-reader cards that are character cards that you scan have the scanning card and they give you a present. You saw all of the things that I got were not just, some of them were normal furniture items. Some of them were, I got a painting, I got a model, I got some special furniture, meaning it was like either spotlight item or it was a raffle item, like the pop machine was kind of a special item, and then the painting, of course, the one painting I already had, which figures. But nonetheless, the codes on it give a similar furniture item that relates to that one. So like I know the Rossetti one, you scan the barcode, he gives you one of the flower models, which is a play to Groundhog Day, where there's 9 flower models and there's 3 for each type of flower. And Tour Time will give you one of those random 9 ones to each of your characters on Groundhog Day. Now I know that's like a play to it. As you get Mr. Rossetti's card, you can get those flower models, because I know they probably did that because it's really hard to collect all 9 of the flower models, so this helps. So this gets you 2 specific ones. So one of the codes here will get a flower model, I think. I got really lucky with the Copper and Booker card because it's 2 characters on 1 card, which means technically I only have 4 character e-reader cards, but I got 5 gifts yesterday, and I have 5 universal codes. So yes. So I'm just going to basically, you're probably not seeing what's actually on my screen now. I'm going to cut in the final product of each of the letters that I've written with the codes. If you guys would like to use these codes, just send them to a neighbor with a key in the first line, and then the first line of the code, and then the second line of the code, and you'll get the same item that I do back in the mail in a couple of days. These should work for everybody. I'll give these codes to you guys. I mean, I don't care about giving out codes like this anymore, because if you want to get a code, you can go online to a universal code machine and get the code for that item. But for those of you that like to play like pretty legitimately, as far as the codes go, you can see this is kind of like a gift, because these are on e-reader cards, so these aren't like super cheating. So yeah, 3 character cards and a sibling card. So yeah, these are the codes on the screen, and then basically just copy in what you see here and mail it off. In a couple of days, you shall get it back. You can just send it to any neighbor in your town. I believe codes do not use zeros in the code, and then they do not use. Shoot, I have to look on the. I have a little pamphlet that came with my code that tells you about them. Because I'm pretty sure they don't use zeros in the code, so all the ones you see are O's, which is what I've seen so far. But the L's, I'm not sure. This one I think is an L, because I see the lowercase I, it wouldn't be an uppercase I, so I think it's a lowercase L.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out the next journal in this series of Animal Crossing GameCube, click here in the top right. If you'd like to check out my other Let's Play that goes on the weekends, Eidolon, click here in the top left. Follow me on Twitter to get updates on my channel, and if you like what you've seen so far, click the big banner below to subscribe.